Hello and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, remember to hit that subscribe button, and thank you to everybody who hits that like button. It gives back to the channel, it brings energy to the channel. It also links your energy with me for readings and bringing information through for you. It's like an energy exchange, and that's what we're here today to talk about: energy exchange, or energies and frequencies that are going on. So this isn't a general like tarot predictive read. This is more of an energy or light worker, or let's call it universal energy or frequency or higher frequency read. Because I see people all day, every day. Please take what resonates, what doesn't is not for you. This is just information that I am told or guided to bring forward by my spirit guides. So what's happening in the energy or the collective at the moment, and I am seeing it like I see clients all day, every day, and you would probably know that there seems to be a lot of fragmented energy, very scattered energy, possibly from December through to now. Everything feels very unstable. Everything is shifting and moving. And what's happening is it's moving in such a fast way because we now have all the planets governed under Aquarius. Now we're going to talk about this because that is a fantastic energy. Aquarian energy is about quantum, it's about expansion, it's about new technologies coming through. It is a highly creative, expansive energy that has helped us raise our frequencies incredibly high, okay, which brings awakening, which brings expansion of knowledge and new knowledge through that we have never ever received before. So what's happening? There's a few things happening here. I'll try and keep this basic, but what's happening with the energies now, people, and I'm going to talk about the lower world and the higher world of the Aquarius energy, okay, the higher octave and the lower octave. So now we're in this Aquarian energy, and we have been for the last few years, or let's say several years, preparing, belief systems, energies, having healings, releasing old, outdated programming and ancestral history, and closing out karmic cycles, and learning about energy and learning about expansion, so that we could bring through this new light energy, this new energy, okay, into us, which then frequencies out into the universe, which helps raise the energy of the universe. So what's happening now is the vibration is so high, and we have the potential to go so high, like beyond into quantum. So even if you've been doing something 10, 20, 30, 40 years with energy work, you will be gifted new talents. You will be gifted new skills. And this information coming out or through or downloaded to you is so high. It's like, or new, I should say new, that we don't have any programming for it. So we can't tap into like old belief systems or old generational, cycles, because they're so old and outdated. So here we are receiving new energy, new updated energy, new updated frequencies that haven't been gifted to the earth before, or to us, because it's so new. It's like there is no rule book, and we haven't had the programs for it. We haven't been programmed for it. So there is a feeling of the unknown. There is a feeling of not, finding your way like a pioneer, like an adventurer, okay? But with that, if you are one of these people that it has been, let's say the word I'm getting is ordained or given or gifted or upgraded, do know this: your guides are aware of what you can or cannot deal with, or your frequency. So they understand your wisdom, the work that you've done, the levels, spiritual levels that, exist that you are at. So you don't get given something that you cannot handle. But what I'm saying is, a lot of people are trying to pull on old ways or old knowings, and they're feeling very lost. They're feeling very, I don't belong, lost, scattered, not connected to anything. So just remember this, your energies coming through, or gifts or talents now, are of a much higher frequency. That's what I'm saying. You possibly, I don't know all the information. You possibly don't have an instruction book. And that energy, that, let's call it that power, those gifts, those talents, that knowledge, that wisdom, that if it is given to you or upgraded, or you find yourself in that, that's only given through like spiritual integrity. You know, you've been through the realms, the levels, the cycles, the whatever, done your work, let's say. So you can't make that stuff happen, by the way. You have to be a certain frequency to even tap into it, okay? So don't go beyond your current knowings or learning, because as we're going up into frequencies so high, so limitless, so beyond, we are tapping into realms that we do not know or understand yet. And why I'm bringing this up is because I know people that go in and do healings and open portals and see something and they're like, oh, I see this thing and it's opened up. Do not go into it. Make sure you've had the experience, or you know the knowledge, or your connection to the light or where you're going is very secure. Okay? Because there's a lot of dark coming through. This is the scatteredness of the energy. We are seeing the shadow side of everybody. We are seeing the attacks, and that usually means that they're in fear, that they're, you know, that they're not winning, which is fabulous. But there's people just tapping into energies, opening things up that they know nothing about. And remember, these energies, they want that to happen. They're always watching you. So your connection is so important. Your connection to the light, staying within spiritual integrity. And, you know, when seeing something, asking the right questions, being very safe and protective of your energy. So that's a couple of little messages that might help people, okay, to protect your energy. This is all about protecting your energy. And it's so interesting because I was going to talk about the lower vibration. Like, this Aquarian energy is fabulous, don't get me wrong. You know, we've spent years opening up our energy and our systems within ourselves and frequencies to bring in this new age energy, which is just so magical, so creative, so expansive, but it hasn't been done before. So you can't pull on old sort of ancestral energy. Maybe very, 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 very ancient. I was shown in a meditation or healing that I was doing on myself yesterday that there's actual gifts, symbols, knowledge, wisdom that is so ancient, so beyond time. I don't even believe it, you know, we're going Egypt or beyond, or, you know, that it's even come through yet. They're in people and they're yet to be activated. So and this is definitely they're going to open up new portals, but it's not about us going in, seeing something, opening a portal. That's conjuring. You don't conjure. What I mean is, this is given to you. This is the universe, or a higher frequency comes in, activates a gift within you in a divine timing, in a certain time, certain place, certain situation, okay, that is not even about you. It's about the universe, the collective, okay? So we're going to talk about that in a minute. At sea, to bring harmonic flight, to bring through these new frequencies that aren't even here yet. So we're going through that shift. So in all that, the Aquarian energy, all the planets governed under Aquarius, fabulous, brilliant. We've been preparing for it. We've been doing the energy work. Energy work's now trendy. Everyone's tapping in, whether it's dark arts or light arts. But here's the thing, see, it's the spiral. We don't know where this ends yet. We don't know. So you have to be pretty aware of that. Now the lower, see, we've got the lower world, and we're seeing a lot of this lower world frequency at the moment. So And entities are attached to, they know, let's say, darker energies, or for light workers or people trying to get tapped into spiritual realms and open up gifts and talents. This spiral is really speeding up very fast, but also taking us further very quickly, which is quantum energy, okay? So be very mindful, and this is the lower vibration, and that nobody seems to be talking about. Quantum, Aquarian energy, quantum. We are losing the earthing, the grounding, and I see it here. What came out in this card? The earthing card. In this quantum energy, in this life force energy that's coming through that is fabulous, we must remember to ground. Now, grounding will be the issue of the future. People are ungrounded. There is limitless, quantum, no boundaries, no unlimited choices, unlimited expansion, unlimited. What does that do? It causes people to go into frequencies of scatteredness, lostness, disconnectedness. Aquarian energy can be completely disconnected in their own bubble, not seeing how they're affecting, not connected, off into quantum worlds. The issue, we're going to see, mental health, confusion. You can see it in people's energy now. They're completely distorted, off in their energies, okay? This lower world, now two things with the lower world. The lower world is, and it's a 4, 31, 4, and we've got a 4 following it, There's lots of 4, 44. We've got the earth here, So you must pay attention at the moment, okay? You must ground your energy. So when we have ungrounded, look, I feel ungrounded now, ungrounded, scattered energy, because I'm tapping into that energy because I'm a channeler, it's all over the shop. We must ground. We must have boundaries to make clear decisions, the right decisions for you, the higher decisions. When we're in this quantum energy, it is so easy to go down the wrong path, to get caught up in messy, chaotic frequencies, to go into toxic, go into the lower world energy. A lot of people spiral back into lower frequencies and are doing that right now with their choices, because look at this, choices. And I want you to pay attention at the moment about your choices. I don't care if that's in your personal life, everyday life, in your healing work, in your energy work. Be mindful of the choices you are making. Some of you are signing up to things you have no idea about and have no rule book or instruction book yet. I really think you should focus on staying grounded and centered within you and within your connection. Because there is opening up. The time master is here. They are opening up. They are opening up. The spiral is here. The lower world is aware. Your lower world within you, your toxicity, your frequencies will be targeted. Will be targeted. Sacrifice. The time master is coming in and you may have to make sacrifices, or you may be sacrificed. Within a situation or person, place, situation, or within your spirituality. And this is very interesting. Somebody said to me the other day, oh, I had my wings, I got this and, something and stuff's been happening in there. But they said they don't feel that have their wings anymore or something like that. And I said, absolutely. Spirit can gift you your wings and they can remove them. Spirit can give you your gifts and they can block them. Yes, those gifts are in within you, but they're bestowed in you by higher up. And actually, they tell you when to awaken them, when it's time to expand them, when it's time to activate, transcend them. Because we've got sacrifice and the mystical shaman. So that is about, your spiritual kind of journey here. Mystical shaman, the shamans come in, they clean up. We've got the time master. What do you need to sacrifice, or what have you sacrificed, or what have you sacrificed yourself to maybe recently or energetically? And we are looking at the lower world, which is the shadow side in all of us. We do see that frequency coming out. You expand something, what happens underneath? Let's say the lower, the toxic, the dark, it gets revealed. It's out. It's behaviors, thoughts, programs. The time masters are coming in. They've been waiting. Look at this guy. Look how powerful this guy is. And the sacrifice, the great sacrifice is upon us. So whether that's the divine stepping in, giving people their karma, their contracts, their activations, their transcendence, giving them their wings or taking their wings. We talk about this all the time. The shamans here, the energy is being dealt with. And that's why I'm here to give you this message. So pay attention. And that was the card that came out. Attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Very easy to lose your attention or your focus when we're in quantum and we're just so out there and so ready and so going forward and up. Yeah, it's fabulous. But have you forgotten your grounding and your earthing? And how you're affecting and what you're going in and how that affects? That's just the importance of being a spiritual or light worker or energy worker. And even if you're none of those, it's the energy that you're now putting out there is quantified, if that's even a word. Expanded very quickly, going into a spiral very quickly, opening up very quickly. Be careful. Be mindful. Probably shouldn't, be mindful, be careful. I was going to say be careful sounds a bit negative, but I'm saying be choices. The choices you make right under sacrifice. And what is called for here with this massive time master sacrifice, the mystical shaman coming in. Mystical means you don't know. This is beyond you. They know. You're going to need courage. This is a time for courage. This is a time, there's a great expansion coming. Yes. So what do we need to do? Groundedness. You see it now. As soon as December passed, that Saturn that gave us the grounding, the earthing, completed its mastery, its teachings. And now we're in quantum. Saturn was the restrictor, the boundaries, the grounded, the stuckness, the authority. But it did give us some base, some grounding, some structure. And yes, it was to the old. And we've done all our clearing and healing in that. And now, and now the Earth's having a massive, massive frequency shift. And so does your earth connection, your groundedness, this life force energy coming through. Why is it coming through? The earth, where are the crystals from? The earth, the crystal keys. There's more awakening, there's more opening, there's information that will be bestowed or activated or transcended within people right now. Unique gifts, unique gifts. See, inside, I was shown this in a meditation. Unique gifts from under the earth. That earth information, those crystals, bring ancient knowledge to the earth, or have. That's why I go outside and I'll bury my crystals and put them back in the earth to cleanse them. The portal keeper, see, portals opening up and harmonic flight. And that's why you might have to, it's time to sacrifice or be sacrificed. And that can be an upgrade that you're not ready for, or where did you sacrifice, or, you know, we could go into that, but I want to stay more in this spiritual energy. So there's definitely more of an opening up, but that is the 4. They're asking you to have a groundedness, and that's what I was going to say. They said, go back to this portal keeper. Never, ever, ever conjure. Never, ever, ever open up portals. As a healer, as a light worker, you can witness. You can ask, what am I to witness here? Why are you showing me this? Show me the bottom belief. Show me the highest truth. Keep me safe. Don't go stepping into realms or opening portals at this stage. If this happens to you and your life force, then it happens to you. We don't make it happen and sit there in ritual and conjuring. I had a very scary thing said to me about this person. This guide told them to go now and open up all these portals. And first of all, I said, well, who's the guide? Where are they from? And they just said, no, I've been told. Well, we don't open anything. If those portals are meant to be opened by the higher, by the light, that will be shown, that will be done. Or you will be guided, all I'm saying there is I'm using that as an example to be very careful, because I don't think opening up realms, because you know what's in those portals. What have you signed up to? Is it of the dark or the light? What is it bringing through? Because we are now in quantum energy. And you going into that is signing up for that. So I'm here to, you know, give you safety, protection, you know, stay within the spiritual laws, stay within the spiritual boundaries, stay within your connection. We've been teaching you about connection for years and years and years and years and years and years, Spirit said. We've been developing you to keep connected to this light because of what's coming energetically. And so it's going to be fantastic. But with the light comes the opposite. We have to remember that. You know, these are ancient, unique gifts coming through. There are crystal keys. Keys open things, but we don't open them. They're opened for us. We witness, we view, we are bestowed if you are at that level. And this is where it takes me into, you know, a lot of the readings at the moment. I can't believe it. I've read for 25 years. I've been psychic my whole life since I was little, but I have never in my life done so many readings where the devil card comes in, the shadow card. Now that's within us. Toxic behaviors, lower self, or trying to block me as I'm speaking about it, or just got interfered with. I'll just call in my light team. It's no coincidence that, and I see these people come in that do ceremony work, ritual work, you know, spell work, and it's fun. They could be doing it for fun. They could be doing it more serious. They could be, you know, conjuring up energies, attaching themselves to energies, and they have absolutely no idea. And I can sit here and say this because I'm the one that has to heal them, clear them, deal with the issues, consequences, karmic things they go through. So, you know, I feel I'm in a position where I've had enough experience with spirit and working with people who do this work and or play or find it fun can very quickly go beyond their depths. And very quickly, this is the darker arts energy, you know, this is all that spiritual ceremony work, you know, manipulating people's free will, people's energy, using toxicity, binding spells, all of this sort of stuff. It's very trendy now, it's very out there, it's the lower world. Getting them to open up more frequencies, sign them up to more lower vibrational guides that send them off their paths to try and stop this life force energy coming through the earth, the unique gifts and crystal keys, 22 mastery that's going to come through and upgrade, and these are portals of the light and bring this harmonic flight. I mean, there's no coincidence that all of that dark arts, ritual, spell worky, it's always been there, but it's so trendy now. It's on all the platforms. That's no coincidence. That's just gone kaboom right now, or in the last couple of years. So just keep that in mind. I just feel it's very important now, and I see a lot of those, the time masters, the mystical shamans, the sacrifices are upon us, light or dark. It's a big spiritual message, I know, but you know, that's the job. See, sacrifice 44, 4 and 4 is 8, flow. Mystical flow. So it is all happening. How am I going for time? Oh yeah, we've got time, which is good. So what else do we want to come through, Spirit? They want me to talk more about the lower world. Okay. Okay, so I would say what I just pulled out was the Hanged Man, not seeing things clearly, seeing things backward, having a new perspective, but Hanged Man is being stuck, and there's a Tower. So a lot of this spiraling as well that's happening really fast, which is, you know, scattering people's energy, mind. We don't make good choices. We don't make the right choices for us, like the higher choices. There is no right and wrong. The higher choices for us to step into the higher self, not the lower self. See, that's the lower world, the lower self, which is this toxicity, darky art, sort of manipulations of energies, fears, addictions, you know, all of those things. We can go on and on and on. Materialism, all of it. There's a tower coming, and that's changed, unavoidable change is coming here. So if you have been in the lower world or the lower frequencies, let's call it, and we all have lower frequencies in us, don't get me wrong, you know, with the light comes the shadow. But I think this is more about what you've been stuck in or stuck to. And by the way, even if that was you as within your work or as a healer or a light worker, there is definitely, yes, a magician. How you're working, conjuring, putting together. There could be a Tower, which has changed, and it could bring you out of this lower energy frequency and that you've been stuck in, which is good. Passion, fast, which is like a Tower. Strength. I think we've got a Leo moon coming up too, you know. Strength and courage is needed at the moment. Yep, the Star card, blessings coming through. Yeah, so again, Aquarius, there's the Star card, the Aquarius card, the blessings card. So that is very quantum. That is the higher up. That is being blessed upon. Time Master is about, sorry, I've just jumped. I've just had another message. Time Master is about truth. Truth will be spoken. Truth will come through. This truth will be spoken through these higher up guides and frequencies, these mystical shamans, whatever. So I feel like a lot of truths are going to come through or out just instantly. Yeah. Bringing you out of illusion, delusion, fantasy world. There's going to be a lot of fantasy world. I just heard there's going to be a lot of light workers that realize their work is outdated. And that's not a bad thing. It's time to upgrade, and that spiral, those keys, those activations are going to come very fast, which could unground you, send you into a bit of a lost spin. So just do your grounding work and your connecting work. What else does the Time Master want to bring through? The Great Awakening of the Earth is about to happen. I just saw the month of August. If now's a time for preparing for great spiritual awakening, like sort of beyond what has not been seen before. That's why we need the courage, and this is going to happen. I feel like there will be choices. This great awakening, this message coming through from the higher up, it's bittersweet. There's going to be some very, very tough choices that need to be made. Get prepared. I don't know what they are. They're going to be in the 3D world, the 5D world, the physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual world. But these do have a sacrifice with them, a sense of sacrifice. Now, we can sacrifice something to raise our vibration, for good or whatever, but we can, or what are you sacrificing? What were you stuck in the lower world? Those truths are coming out, and also truths of that have greater importance, greater significance, and it is an upgrading. Just know that whatever you have sacrificed or need to sacrifice, or whatever this sacrifice is, this great change that's coming, that they're preparing you for right now, that's why everything's being shown and exposed to you. Good and bad. It's gifts, talents in your personal world, your physical world, that is happening. Yep. Again, more sacrifice, having to leave something behind.